Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Crystal and today we're going to do a new series on my channel and it's going to be called The Best Of. And I'm going to choose a makeup brand and I'm going to tell you my top favorite products from that brand and the items that I recommend the most. So I've curated this so it's not too long. These are going to be kind of quick fire videos where I just pop them in randomly for you guys. Please do let me know what brands you would like me to do my videos on next. I think my next one's going to be Anastasia Beverly Hills just because there is so many products within that brand. The brand I'm going to talk about today, very much the same. So I definitely want to be able to let you guys know what I think is worth your money and what is not. So today we're going to do Huda Beauty. I talk about Huda Beauty all the time on my channel. I love her brand, I love the aesthetic, I love everything about it. The price point is exactly what it should be for the product itself, so I'm very impressed by that. But today we're going to go over a number of products that I have from her and I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and let you know the best items in her brand. So before we jump into the video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. My Instagram is also going to be on the screen for you guys as well to go and check me out over there. And keeping it short and sweet, without further ado, let's just jump straight into the video. Okay, so the first item that I want to talk about is kind of a cult favorite. I've heard a lot of beauty gurus talk about this as being their favorite item of this category. This is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. This is in the shade Pound Cake. Now the packaging is her default plastic packaging, nothing too luxurious, and I think that is what's keeping the price tag down with these items because the ingredients and the product itself is so highly valued. This is one of the lighter shades. I love this. It doesn't crease up under my eyes. It is a tiny little bit drying, so I do suggest making sure you use a really hydrating setting spray when you are using this product. But that's just my opinion, that's just my skin type. But I've heard a lot of people say that this really does work well for dry skin. It's quite hydrating, so I guess everyone's a little bit different. But this is a really great product that I definitely recommend. The price point isn't too bad and you get so much product. You literally get 20 grams of product. Anything that I have in my collection that's like 20 grams or more, it always takes me forever to get through, and I absolutely smash through my powders. Like my powders and my bronzers are the two areas that I definitely hit really hard when I'm using my makeup, and this has lasted me so long. The expiry date on this is 18 months and I would probably be coming up to that now, and I still have at least half to go out of this particular packaging. This is not something that I will throw away. If it does expire, I will keep it for myself. I won't use anything expired on my clients, but I will keep this one for me and repurchase a new one for clients because I know that they love this as well. There's no flashback and it just looks very smooth and seamless and works with a number of different concealers. So I definitely recommend this if you haven't had a go at it. It's absolutely beautiful. Next up, I'm gonna keep in the bases family. The packaging on this looks pretty dinged up, I must say. Next up is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter High Coverage Cream Foundation. This is in the shade Cheesecake. I love how it's like food based stuff, but like not freaky food like lettuce, if that makes sense. It's kind of cute. Now this has the beautiful Huda Beauty scent. It's rose. I love rose. I've talked about the benefits of rose on my channel multiple times and how I love it. My skin is super sensitive, but it loves anything with rose. Now this does make me break out slightly, but I don't think it's the product itself. I think it's my skincare routine and not actually getting the product out of my pores. I think it's my fault. I don't think it's the product. I am trying some different methods for ensuring that my skin is completely like unclogged and stuff at the end of the day because like I said, rose is something that really does work well with my skin. I don't know if this has rose oil in it. It might just be the chemical scent, but oh, I love it. I feel like I'm in a spa when I'm having this stuff on my skin in the morning. It's first thing in the morning. It's like I wake up and I'm already putting on perfume. So I really do love this. If you don't like the scent of rose, you're not gonna like this. You're not gonna like basically any of her base products. I love this though. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Next up is her cream contour. Now I mentioned this in one of my recent videos that I've never used it and that's why I regret purchasing it, and that actually prompted me to use it. So I have used this now a couple of times. This is so pigmented. If you can see there, I have taken a few dips into the actual product. in that original video. I hadn't, but this is just really, really, really cute. Same packaging as her powder, so consistency is there. But this is a cream contour in the shade Fair, so it's called her Tantour Contours and Bronzer Creams. So I love this. Expiry date of 18 months. I only used it for the first time the other day, so I've got 18 months use out of this. I do really quite like it. There's 11 grams of product in here, so that's gonna last for ages. And for a cream product, like I'm not scared of creams. I'm just not as comfortable with creams as I am with powders. I feel like powders are way more forgiving, but I do feel like with this cream, it is extremely, extremely pigmented, so you do need to be careful, but it does blend out quite seamlessly, and I really did like the way that my makeup looked when I did use this. And I have to say, whenever I see somebody do a makeup tutorial on YouTube and they use a cream product for their bronzer versus a powder product, it always looks stronger, it always looks nicer. I don't know, there's something about it. I think it was Jordan Lipscomb who normally uses a cream product for her contour, and she swears by it, and her makeup always looks so incredible. So she's selling me on it, and that's kind of the reason why I tried it, and I actually really do like it, and I do think it's worth your money if you do have a little bit of cash to spend it on. I've had only great experiences with it so far. Okay, so next up, you guys have heard me talk about this product like a million times on my channel. This is like my all-time favorite shade as well. This is the shade Anniversary from her lipsticks. Now these are her matte lipsticks. Beautiful, beautiful packaging, super simple. There, you probably can't see it, but there's like the Huda Beauty brand embossed in the actual component there as well, and it's just consistent. It's very like, it's not too lightweight. It does have some weight to it, but it is just plastic packaging. There's like no magnets or anything. Oh, actually there is a magnet in there. It's just a very light magnet. It's not like the NARS Audacious lipstick. It's not like that heavy magnet. It's just something light, and the shade on this is so beautiful. I love this. I wear this all the time. I actually have to tell myself to stop wearing it because I wear it so much, and then I use it on clients and people are always asking me about it. But these aren't too badly priced. I'm pretty sure they're like $32 a piece, I'm pretty sure. So they're pretty good. I really, really do recommend them. It's probably my favorite formula of lipstick out there aside from a liquid lipstick. So I definitely recommend those. Next up, we're starting to get into the eyes. So I have two of the Huda Beauty Matte and Metal Melted eyeshadows. Oh my gosh, imagine trying to say that 6 times fast. That's ridiculous. So these are dual ended. So as you can see, this one here is Bubble Bath and Pink Champagne. I love this one. I think this is probably my favorite out of the two. It's literally like a matte eyeshadow, but like a cream. It's very unique in that sense. Like, I know that she released her her video when she was going to be dropping these products, and she was saying that there wasn't anything on the market like this, and now that I think about it, she's right. There isn't really anything on the market like this. So that is the shades on the more pinky toned. I don't know if you can even see that. Can you see that? I don't know. That's the shades on the more pinky toned duo eyeshadow liquid thing. Oh my gosh, losing my words. And then this one is in Faux Fur and Bamboo Hoops. Now I don't like this one as much, and I think it's because it doesn't show up on my skin tone on my eyes. I should have known that. Like, it's extremely, extremely fair. I don't know why I thought that this would be a good idea. I think it was because I wanted the gold, but for some reason the gold isn't as pigmented as the other one. So when I purchased the other one and I loved it so much, I did purchase this one and expect it to be just as good, and unfortunately it wasn't. But I don't think it's because of the product. I think it's because of the shade. So as you can see, it is extremely, extremely fair. So it doesn't really show up, but the gold also breaks up a little bit as well. You probably can't see it on camera, but the gold, like, it's broken up a little bit and it's not as consistent. So I have to say this one is a dud, which is the Bamboo Hoops and Faux Fur shade, but I love this one, which is the Bubble Bath and Pink Champagne. I think this one is absolutely stunning. The other one you can totally give a miss. Okay, so last but not least on my best of Huda Beauty categories is her eyeshadows. Now I have 4 of her palettes here. I talk about these palettes like all the time on my channel. I am going to be purchasing another one of her palettes very, very soon, which is her new one, the Naughty Nudes, I'm pretty sure it's what it's called. But it's like, it's this size, but it's kind of this kind of packaging, if that makes sense. So honestly, I love her formula. I'm wearing this particular shadow palette on my eyes today. So if you like the look that's on my eyes, this is what I use. And the shades that I use on here is this pink one, this deeper pink one, and then this dark mulberry shade here. Love them. I think they're stunning. This is super travel friendly as well because it's her 9-pan one. So this is her nude medium, and I swear by it. I love this. I will take this with me everywhere if I have to pack light and I can only take like one palette that I know is going to perform, that isn't going to take up too much space in my makeup bag. This is the one that I go for. The only thing that I don't like about this palette is that there isn't a champagne in here or an inner corner highlight. That annoys me. I could have gone without this shade here, and this shade here. Try that in for a champagne or an inner corner highlight and you would have had the best palette out there. I would have been all about it. Bit disappointing, but I mean, you can't win them all. Otherwise, I love the formula. I think it's great. The next palette that I have here is the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. I've recently fallen back in love with this palette. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna try not to blind you guys. So this is what it looks like. You've got a lot of colors in there. You've got a lot of nudes, you've got some glitters, you've got some shimmers, predominantly mattes though. I love the purples in here. They're very unique, but it's also quite a wearable palette as well, which I adore. So I definitely love that one. Next up is the Mercury Retrograde palette. This one came out this year. I can't believe this came out this year. It came out earlier in the year. It's crazy. But the packaging on this is by far her best packaging that she has. This was more expensive. I think it is because of the packaging. That's why it was more expensive than the others by about 10 Australian dollars, but that's fine. I mean, it's beautiful. But I mean, look at this shade range. Like, I think the camera's blowing it out a little bit, or my lighting's blowing it out. So I'm trying to get it, okay, that looks a bit more true, sort of, not really. But the shades in here are like really out of this world. Like you've got blues, you've got purples, you've got muted tones, you've got bright tones, like you've got this really strong pinky tone here, you've got a really strong blue here. Oh my gosh, I'm really struggling to hold this palette up. So you've got such an array of shades in this palette, and I was just so excited by it. When I saw it, I just couldn't help myself. It was one of those palettes where I saw it, I ran out and I bought it as soon as I possibly could. I don't think I was like doing much on YouTube at the time, so I didn't do a palette review, but trust me, I'm going to be getting the next palette, the Huda Beauty Naughty Nudes. I'm going to be getting that. I will own that. That will be in my possession very soon, and I will be doing a review for you guys because my heart stopped when I saw that palette, and I haven't had that happen since the Huda Beauty Retrograde palette or the Amrezy palette. It hasn't happened since then, and it seems like only Huda Beauty can do that to me. So I have to say I will own that palette. The last palette that I do have here though is the New Nudes. This was another one of those palettes that when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, I have to have that. But I held off on it because I was kind of trying to control my makeup spending at the time, and then it was sold out for ages and I regretted it because I was in Sephora and I saw it, I had it in my hand, and I was like, oh, you don't need to spend this $100 right now. Like, you can totally live without this palette. It's nothing special. Sold out, couldn't get it for months, and then I was like, I really regret it. I had it in my hand and I put it down. Like, what is wrong with me? And I swear by this palette. I honestly think this is such a great addition to any collection, whether you're just starting or whether you are somebody who's quite a well-developed, well-versed individual in makeup. This is still a great palette to look at. Now, I think that's a bit more true to color, but you've got a lot of different types in here. You've got shimmers, you've got these pearly kind of shades here, you've got glitters, you've got mattes, and then you've also got a little concealer here as well. So I'll put that real close to the camera so you can see there's all of those different textures in there, which is really, really great. And there's a massive mirror in here, and it's just so universal. A lot of my bridesmaids love this. I usually go for my brides to have like a neutral brown kind of look with golds and champagne. And then usually for bridesmaids, I will go for something like this, which is a lot of the muted purpley pinky nudes. oh my gosh, trying not to blind you guys, the muted pinky nudes that are in this palette, and everybody seems to love it. If you're looking at getting into makeup artistry and you want to get into freelance makeup artistry, this is definitely a palette to look into. I've recommended this so many times on my channel, and I will continue to recommend it for the rest of time, because I do think that the Huda Beauty formula may potentially be my favorite formula. But in saying that, I haven't tried anything from Natasha Denona or Pat McGrath, so I can't attest to everything. But yeah, I definitely love them. Out of my collection, Huda Beauty is definitely my favorite formula. So I hope you like this video. That is all for today. If you do like this kind of content, definitely let me know what brand you'd like to see next. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I think it's going to be Anastasia Beverly Hills, but let me know and I'll be sure to film a video for you guys on any brand that you want to see next. I will have my Instagram handles on the screen for you guys to go and check me out over there. I have my personal Instagram, and then I also have my makeup Instagram account where I do a lot of product reviews and I show you guys some of my work on my clients. So if you are looking for a makeup artist in Melbourne or Victoria in Australia, definitely hit me up over there. I would love to come out and see you and potentially do a trial with you guys. So again, I hope you guys really liked this video. I will film more for you, and I do upload every Tuesday and Saturday at 6 AM Melbourne time, so make sure you don't miss out on my future uploads. But for now, I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks guys, bye.